what we do. Amen.
And he makes it clear it's not for the church itself, but he's doing a separate special collection for the poor back in Jerusalem. In Acts chapter 11, verse 27 and 30, this is when he was still addressed as Saul and Barnabas, and it says in Acts 11, 27 and 30, and in these days prophets came from Jerusalem to Antioch. Then one of them, named Agabus, stood up and showed by the Spirit that there was going to be a great famine throughout the world, which also happened in the days of Claudius Caesar.
All right, where you at?
I'm in Acts 11. And the reason why I'm going over this verse is because from the time Paul started his ministry, he had a heart for giving to the poor. And he says, then the disciples, each according to his ability, determined to send relief to the brethren dwelling in Judea because of this great famine at this time. And they sent by the elders, by Barnabas and Saul. At that time it was Barnabas and Saul, but as Paul continued on in that ministry, Paul then at some point he took the lead, which may not be much relevant to where we're going, but it's now Barnabas and Saul, but later on as they continue their ministry, Paul takes the lead and it starts to be Paul and Barnabas. But they sent this money, the offering that was gathered through all of them, the individuals, it was sent by Barnabas and Saul.
All right.
And so from the time he started his ministry, from the time he was in Damascus and he was converted, he had a heart for giving. Because there were widows there.
Yes,
there were widows that had lost their husbands. There were other poor among them. And it was the churches back then, it's the church's responsibility to give to those that are in need.
yes.
Now, the most important thing about this is, although it's the church's responsibility to give to those that are in need, it's also the church's responsibility to discern those that are truly in need. Because if those individuals are physically able to provide for themselves, if they have no disabilities, they have no illnesses, nothing that will stop them from going out and providing for themselves and their families, is not the church's responsibility. So when there's an able body that can go out and work, then they're not to come to the church. And that's what we have to be as leaders, and those that are over the finances of the church have to be connected to the Spirit of God, so that we are able to discern that situation and know those that are truly in need. Shall we eat? For we hear that there are some who walk among you in disorderly manner, not working at all, but are busy with Christ, that they work in quietness and eat their own bread.
Come on now.
So we have able bodies putting pressure on the ministry to help because of their pride, and we have different situations where there are jobs available to these individuals, but they bicker and complain about what the work consists of. That's not my field, or that's not what I want to do, that's not what I went to school to do, and you have that going on in the ministry today. When I would say, if you have to go and work at Burger King or McDonald's to provide for your family, then as a man or a woman, you should humble yourself and do so. Because now your family is suffering because of your pride.
Yes, yes, yes. That's right, that's right. That's right.
And so then you bring that upon the ministry as well. Should the ministry suffer because of your pride?
Come on, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So Paul is saying, I want you to understand that we must give according to what God has put into our hearts. And give to the poor, those that are truly in need. Amen. Does anybody? Anything, praise the Lord, Sister Release. We are in the last chapter of 1 Corinthians, and that's chapter 16. And Paul said, when I come, he wants them to establish their routine of giving.
Yes.
So he said, in order, I would like for you to give at the beginning of the week. And I say, as far as it's concerned as giving, we should already have prayed before we come to church and have already figured out what God has put in our hearts for us to give.
You already know what you're going to do.
You already know what you're going to give before you get here, and there's no confusion. Paul said, have it ready when you get there. This particular collection Paul is speaking of is not your regular tithing. This is a separate collection that he's gathering for the poor
And the needy.
and the needy. And then you have individuals in the church feeling like it's not our responsibility to give to them, when it is the church responsibility if they are truly in need. Amen?
Amen.
I think it's interesting too how Paul is like addressing the question, right? That's why he's saying, like, as he has been in most of the chapters. Now concerning this, everything is a letter in response to a question that they had, right?
Yes.
So obviously there was division, or there was discord, or there was some confusion about this issue, and that's why Paul is addressing it and telling them this is what you should be doing, because it's causing division, right? It's like the marriage in chapter 7. It's like these are things that are causing division, or with the resurrection, these are things that are causing division.
Yes.
And so the body is not working together. There's not one purpose, because there's different mindsets, different beliefs, different opinions.
Yes.
So I think that's interesting then.
Yes, and that's very interesting, and that's what I said as I opened in the beginning. And there's four chapters in 1 Corinthians that Paul opened up his letter in that manner.
Yeah.
Now concerning the things which you have issues with, now concerning the questions that you may have regarding this particular subject.
Boy, get your drugs.
Yes?
They ride around this Cadillac, you ain't complained once.
Now, what time?
You complaining, and the reason why you can't tell this is a real preacher is because you ain't right. You ain't real yourself. So before you check out this and that person, check out yourself. Where am I doing wrong at?
She's teaching.
And back in Acts chapter 11, when it was said that there would be a great famine
Yes.
in Jerusalem.
Come on.
And so they were collecting money, and still, this famine lasted quite some time. I don't have the facts on exactly how many years or how long it lasted, but it wasn't just a year or so, it was a long
Years.
Yes.
They had gone through this famine.
And what verse was read last?
What were we? I looked for.
Yeah, 4.
And if it be meet that I go also, they shall go with me.
Amen.
So in other words, if we proper.
Open to me, and there are many adversaries. So come opportunity also comes. Yes.
Yes.
Amen. I can't remember in what verse it was, but I remember when Paul was arrested and he was going before the government and the courts, and then there came a group, they said of 40 men.
Yes.
That said they refused to eat or drink until they have killed Paul.
That's right.
Can you imagine knowing that you had individuals eat or drink
Until they kill him.
until they have killed him. So Paul had many, many adversaries.
Yes, he did.
He'll take it and make it brand new
Yes, he
and
will.
use it in a marvelous
Yes, he
way.
will.
He'll build you up like you've never been before. And that's what he's doing right here with Paul
Yes.
and Timothy.
Yes.
He's using them, although the people are not receiving them the way they have received the other apostles.
Come on.
Because of their past history, and we do that, we look at people past and we judge them and say they are not in the right position to do this for God or for the ministry because of their past and because of this reason, because they didn't do right by their wives, because they didn't do this right in the ministry, because what we think, because of our personal opinions,
Come on.
they don't fit the position.
Oh no, John 7:7 says, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works
When you
thereof are
speak the word of God, it's not you that they hate.
They hate God.
It's the word. It's God
Come on.
that they despise.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. This was a good lesson. Initially, when I told Bishop on 16, I was like, oh, we could just skip that. He's just doing a summary on clothes. But then as I started to read it, yeah, I told him that. And he said, no, daughter. He said, no, daughter. Go back and look at it again.
Great
There are
teaching.
some good points in
Great
the lesson.
teaching.
And yes, it was. So thank you, Bishop.
Great teaching, great teaching.
Encouraging me to go ahead and read and study and try to, break down each scripture as you go. So I appreciate that.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.